welcome to the official NXT review and results video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and ring those bells for all notifications. I'm in a sports talking mood. I don't know about you guys, but today and tomorrow feels like a big sports-like feel. As soon as NXT was over, I tuned into the Stanley Cup Final Game 7, as I'm recording this right now. The St. Louis Blues are up against the Boston Celtics 2-0 at the first intermission of Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final in the TD Garden in Boston. I'm somewhat of a hockey fan, but I like the Rangers. I like the Rangers. But the best time to watch hockey is the postseason. Same thing for baseball. Yeah, sure, you can watch the regular season here and there. You want to watch your team win no matter what. And then when October comes around, the playoffs, with the American League wild card and the National League wild card, baseball in October is really fun to watch. Especially around, you can say towards the end of August going into September. Because people are, scoreboard watching to see if, teams in certain divisions win or teams in certain divisions lose. Stuff like that. So I'm a hockey fan when it comes to the playoffs. I love watching hockey in the playoffs. It's fun to watch. Especially in Game 7. It's nerve-wracking right now. Basketball-wise, Kevin Durant today had successful Achilles surgery. We don't know how long he's going to be out, but I know for a fact he's going to be out for a long time. Now you're going to ask. Now you're just going to ask me, does this injury affect Kevin Durant's status when it comes to free agency? I don't think so. In some way, shape, or form, it does, because why would you sign KD to a max contract and not have him play? And not have him play the entire year? You do know that Kevin Durant's going to miss the entire season of next year. He's going to miss the 2019-2020 season. Now, we don't know what team he's going to sign with. Will he re-sign with the Warriors for at least one more year? Or will he opt out of his contract and go to another team? God only knows. God only knows. But I said this after Game 5. That Kevin Durant, he's a great player. Don't get me wrong, he's a great player. It's just that I do not respect the fact that he went to a 73-9 team to win 2 titles. But you people are going to say, oh, Chris, so that means you hate Kevin Durant. No, I don't. I don't hate Kevin Durant. I hate what he did. That doesn't mean I hate the player, period. So, prayers go out to Kevin Durant. I hope he has a speedy recovery, and I hope he comes back bigger, faster, and better than ever. So my prayers go out to Kevin Durant. Who do I have winning Game 6 tomorrow of the NBA Finals between the Raptors and the Warriors? Now, as you guys know, the Warriors are going to move to a new arena next season. So Game 6 tomorrow night will be the final game ever played in Oracle Arena tomorrow. Win or lose, this series does not go back to Golden State. This series, if the Warriors win tomorrow, this series will go back to Toronto for Game 7 on Sunday. On Sunday, which is on Father's Day on Sunday. The Raptors came this close, literally a hair close, to winning the NBA championship back in Game 5. I predicted the Raptors was going to win Game 5. The Warriors won that game in Game 5. Despite KD's being injured. Now, with KD's injury, does this hurt the Warriors? Yes, it does. In a big way, it does. In a very big way, it does. I spoke to my buddy Kevin about this the other day. When KD's on the floor, it creates so much space all over the floor. Because you have literally 4 shooters and a big man. Well, if you want to count Boogie as a 5th shooter, There you go. You can count Boogie as a fifth shooter for the team. I gotta say, I want to say the Warriors win Game 6 tomorrow to force a Game 7. But something in my mind is telling me that Kawhi is going to go all out tomorrow in Game 6. So, if I have to give a prediction right now, I'll probably say the Warriors win tomorrow. We get a Game 7 on Sunday, on the final day of the NBA season, which is on Sunday. So I got I got Golden State winning Game 6, and in Game 7, all bets are off in Game 7. All bets are off in Game 7. But that is it for my sports portion here of the NXT review. I think I'm gonna start doing these sports talks in the beginning of every single video before Monday Night Raw, SmackDown Live, NXT, the podcast, except for Throwback Thursday. Speaking of Throwback Thursday, there will not be no Throwback Thursday tomorrow. I tweeted this out on Twitter earlier. There will be no Throwback Thursday tomorrow. Now, I had a Royal Rumble 2000 review Throwback Thursday for tomorrow. I was going to review the 2000 Royal Rumble pay-per-view from Madison Square Garden. But something came up that I just have to immediately talk about. I didn't want to wait till Friday, because normally I do the podcast Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm going to give you guys 4 episodes of the podcast this weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you guys like that idea, I want you guys to hit that thumbs up. If you guys are excited for Game 6 of the NBA Finals tomorrow, hit that thumbs up. Game 6 tomorrow should be a very, very heart-throbbing game tomorrow. You thought that Game 5 was the best game of the series. And I honestly think Game 5 was the best game of the entire series. But Game 6, it just brings it up the entire level. The intensity level goes all the way up. As I'm still recording right now, the Blues are up 2-0 over the Boston Bruins with 15 minutes after the second period. As I'm recording this for you guys right now. But, like I said, tomorrow, there's no Throwback Thursday tomorrow. You guys are going to get episode 31 on Thursday, 32 on Friday, 33 on Saturday, and 34 on Sunday. If there is a Game 7 Sunday. So there you go. Now we're going to talk about NXT. NXT wasn't that bad of a show. Now, I was hoping that this week we was going to get the fresh set of tapings this week. But I'm assuming the reason why that we didn't get storyline continuation this week was probably because Triple H was in Saudi Arabia. He had to be at Saudi Arabia, I believe, by Thursday. He had to be by Saudi Arabia. So there was no point for Triple H to do 4 episodes last week. And then the next day, he had to fly 17 hours to Saudi Arabia. So I'm going to guess why that we didn't get a fresh set of tapings this week. We're definitely going to get it next week. We're definitely going to get that next week. So there you go on that part. But this episode of NXT tonight, it wasn't even that bad of an episode for what it was. For what it was almost an hour show. Almost like 45 to 50 minute show. Can I just speak something factual about this? NXT under 1 hour was better than 5 hours of main roster television. Factual. I'm speaking the truth here. NXT in under 1 hour tonight was better than 5 hours. 3 hours of Raw, 2 hours of SmackDown. So do the math, kids. 3 plus 2 equals 5. NXT in under 1 hour was better than 3 hours of Raw and 2 hours of SmackDown Live combined. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but you guys know how I feel about NXT. You guys know how I feel about NXT. NXT is the brand to be. NXT is the brand to be, folks. It really is. But we got a not bad of a tag team matchup between Candice LeRae and Io Shirai going up against Marina Shafir and Jessamyn Duke. The match was even not bad. It was good for what it was. Wasn't that bad. Then we got a submission match between Drew Gulak versus KUSHIDA. The match is really, really good for what it was. It was really good for what it was. And like I said, the right person won. And then we got a hard-hitting main event between Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick going up against Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan. Hard-hitting. And let me say this now about Danny Burch, Oney Lorcan, Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong. When those four men are in the fucking same ring at the same time, it literally automatically commands your attention. I love the chemistry between those four men. It's just fantastic to see. Just fantastic to see. You think I'm lying? Go to NXT TakeOver Chicago from last year in their tag team matchup that I believe kicked off the show last year. Let me tell you something. It was a fantastic tag team match last year. And tonight, it was a hard-hitting main event. But we're going to go over everything that happened here on NXT. If you guys don't know who I am, I'm your boy Chris. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel on this Wednesday, June 12th, 2019. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel. Like I said earlier, if you guys are loving the content, hit that thumbs up. If you guys are excited for Game 6 of the NBA Finals tomorrow, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of NXT. I thought that NXT was a good show tonight. I mean, minus the simple fact that there was no storyline continuation at some point. But it was a good show for what it was. I like the show. The show was really good for what it was. Now, was NXT better than Raw and SmackDown this week? You're damn right it was. You're damn right. So if you guys enjoyed NXT, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of NXT. And if you guys are new to the channel, and if you guys are wrestling fans, sports fans, basketball fans, baseball fans, hockey fans, football fans, I'm speaking it all. Hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, guys, for notifications. As I am right now, as I am looking at my dashboard on my YouTube channel, I am 9 subscribers away from 100 subs. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, guys, for all notifications. Check out Monday Night Raw review. Chris, where's SmackDown review? I got home at 10:30 last night, so I said, fuck it. I'm not going to sit here, waste my time reviewing SmackDown Live. People told me that SmackDown Live was awful last night. People told me legitly that SmackDown Live was boring last night. Yeah, this is the company that has to compete with All Elite Wrestling. So, no SmackDown review. Raw review's live on the channel right now. Raw review right now is at 119 views with 19 thumbs up. I appreciate all the support from you guys on the channel. But Raw review's live on the channel right now. This show was a complete waste of everybody's time. It's factual. Factual. Link to Raw review will be in the annotation that you see on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Check out episode 30 of the Reality Podcast, live on the channel right now. The Undertaker might agree that he should retire for good. Link to the podcast will be in the annotation that you see on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. And check out Super Showdown review, live on the channel right now. Right now, that video is at 224 views. It's 17 thumbs up. Like I said, I appreciate every single one of you that has supported not only my content, but the channel as well. Super Showdown review. Brock Lesnar fails to cash in Money in the Bank. Link to Super Showdown review will be in the annotation that you see on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you are connecting with your boy Chris on social media. Twitter, Chris from Lorcan, and Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. And like I said, if you guys are enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, guys, for all notifications for daily wrestling content on the channel. Let's review NXT tonight. NXT was in Bel Air, Maryland. Usually NXT is in Full Sail, but tonight, in this portion of the tapings, they were in Bel Air, Maryland. I can't even speak right now. Fuck me. Beth Phoenix was in assignment. So we got the dynamic duo of Nigel McGuinness and Mauro Ranallo. I love how Mauro said that this is the Bobby the Brain Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon version of NXT. You got my approval on that, Mr. Mauro Ranallo, sir. You got my approval on that, buddy. NXT kicked off tonight with Candice LeRae and Io Shirai going up against Marina Shafir and Jessamyn Duke with Shayna Baszler at ringside. This match wasn't even that bad for what it was. Now, take it for granted this match was chaotic towards the end, but the match led to a no contest. I know. Disappointing. A no contest. I'd rather see, a decisive winner than sometimes seeing a no contest. Especially in the main roster. Sometimes you get a fucking no disqualification. Hey, a rematch happens. I don't know what to tell you. But this tag team match ended in a no contest. Shirai with a tiger fin kick to Duke. And Shafir grabs the leg from the floor, but Shirai kicks away and hits the springboard drop kick on Duke. Shirai looks at Baszler and sets up the arm on the mat to stomp on the elbow. Statement there. Shirai with a running double knee strike on the corner, and then Shirai goes up top and Shayna pulls Duke to the floor. Shirai with a moonsault onto Shayna, and she kicks the champ. LeRae with a suicide dive onto both Shafir and Duke. Shirai continues to attack Baszler, and Shayna is sent into the ring steps, and the referee calls for the bell. The match ended in a no contest. After the match, Shirai continues to attack Baszler and then go into the crowd while Shafir and Duke use the advantage to work over Candice. Shayna with forearms to Shirai, and Io is set into the guardrails. Security comes out to separate LeRae from Shafir and Duke. Chaotic start for NXT. Chaotic start. And by the way, we already got a Mamma Mia from Mauro Ranallo. I'm telling you, Mauro with his Mamma Mia shit, oh my God, it's just so perfect. So perfect. I just fucking love it. I love the commentary team, though, in NXT. This match was good for what it was. I think down the road, I think we're going to get another Io versus Shayna match for the NXT Women's Championship. Will this happen at a takeover? No. No. But this tag team match ended in a no contest. We take a look back at the North American Championship match from TakeOver. We see Velveteen Dream. He says it is beautiful, it is solid, and can go on forever. It deserves a spotlight. Dream says he is not talking about the title. Be ready for the next experience. Dream over. I love the Velveteen Dream. Just fucking amazing. I just love it. We take a look back at Kushida versus Drew Gulak from 2 weeks ago. Then they show a video package for Damian Priest, and he will be on NXT next week. Next week's episode of NXT should be really, really good next week. Really good next week. Now, I know for a fact right now, as I'm recording this right now, they are doing the tapings for the rest of June, going into straight to July. So there you go. Love it, though. Absolutely love it. Match number 2, we got Drew Gulak versus Kushida in a submission match. They faced off 2 weeks ago with Kushida winning in a really good match. This match was better out of the two matches that they had. Out of the match that they had 2 weeks ago and the match that they had tonight in a submission match, I think this match was a lot better than the other match that they had. But Kushida looked good. Kushida looked good. Drew Gulak's job is to put Kushida over. Now, I didn't expect Drew Gulak to win this matchup because Kushida just came into NXT, so you can't book Kushida to lose anytime soon. You can't book Kushida to lose. But this match was really, really good. I enjoyed this matchup. I love Drew Gulak. I love Drew Gulak. His in-ring work is just phenomenal. But I want to see more Kushida at the same time. I want to see more Kushida. Right now, there's just something about Kushida that's not clicking with me yet. I don't know how you guys feel about Kushida, but there's something about him right now that's not clicking with me. And I hope that, with the work of Triple H and William Regal and everybody else down in NXT and Triple H's team, I hope they're able to fix it. But this match was great. Kushida wins via submission. Kushida returns to the arm and he tries to kick Gulak in the arm, but Gulak moves. Gulak and Kushida with roll-ups, but there is no count. Kushida goes for the ankle lock, but Drew with an ankle lock of his own. Drew stomps on the back and adds more pressure, and then he bends the leg over. Kushida makes it to the ropes to force Drew to release the hold, and Drew waits until the last moment to release the hold. Both men go to the apron. Drew with a kick to the midsection, and he kicks Kushida again in the midsection. Kushida with kicks to Drew, but Drew gets Kushida on his shoulders, and Kushida sends Drew back into the ring with a Hurricane Rana. Drew and Kushida exchange forearms. Drew with a drop kick and Kushida with a handspring back elbow. Kushida kicks the arm, and then he takes Drew down and applies the hoverboard lock, and Drew taps out. So Kushida wins via submission. After the match, Drew has some words for Kushida, and then he offers his hand, and Kushida shakes it. Nice sportsmanship there. That's why I love Kushida and Drew Gulak. But we're probably going to get either another match or they're probably going to move on with Kushida. And like I said, there's something about Kushida that is not clicking with me. And like I said, I hope that Triple H and NXT fixes that problem. We go from a great match to two irrelevant people down in NXT. Aaliyah and Vanessa Bourne. We go to Aaliyah and Vanessa Bourne from earlier today in the Performance Center. Aaliyah says they are finally ready to go home. Vanessa says that Mia Yim thinks she is next in line for a title shot. If anything, is Candice LeRae next, if anything. Aaliyah says they are more deserving of the title matches than Mia. Aaliyah and Vanessa Bourne are heading down iconic territory. They don't want to be down that road with me. They don't. Yeah, sure. Aaliyah's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. She's cute and everything. Vanessa Bourne, I don't know. But right now, Aaliyah and Vanessa Bourne are heading towards iconic territory. You don't want to be compared to the Iconics. That's the last thing you want to be compared to. Just saying. But Vanessa says that Mia Yim thinks she is next in line for a title shot. Then Aaliyah says that they are more deserving of a title match than Mia. What has Aaliyah done to even gain herself an NXT Women's Championship match? Nothing. So Aaliyah, I don't know what you're talking about, honey. You may be all bad and bougie and everything, but slow your roll. Mia lowers the women's division, which is not factual whatsoever. Aaliyah says Mia does not look like a champion. Vanessa says has a care package for Mia. Aaliyah says we can only hope that Mia can become a high caliber woman like them, and then they will take her seriously. Now, Vanessa had, I believe, 3 types of books. She had a fashion book, a English grammar book, and I believe, I forgot the other book it was called. I have no idea. It was something for dummies. I forgot what was it called. But if you guys know what book it was on the last book, please leave it down below in the comment section, please. But from there they go to commercial break. We find out that in 2 weeks, and this is news to me because I did not watch that part of the show. I missed that part of the show. In 2 weeks, we will have a steel cage match between Io Shirai and Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship. Oh. Am I? Oh. Ooh, okay, I'm off. Okay, well, technically, June 26th, we can expect that episode of NXT in 2 weeks. That's a day game against the Toronto Blue Jays, so I can watch that matchup. Oh, no, I'm good. The next 2 fucking weeks are day games. Lit. Good. All right, so we're getting Io versus Shayna again. This time is a steel cage match for the NXT Women's Championship. It should be a great matchup because of the fact that it's in a steel cage. And I think, if my memory serves me right, I think it's the first NXT Women's Championship match. The title will be defended for the first time in a steel cage. If somebody knows another time that's happened, please let me know. But I think that's the first time two women in NXT are going to compete in a steel cage. And especially, this is the first time the NXT Women's Championship will be defended inside a steel cage. So if my memory serves me right, I'm correct on that standpoint. But 2 weeks, Shirai and Baszler, should be good. Should be a classic. Can't wait. We find out that next week, Adam Cole will be on television to celebrate his NXT Championship victory next week on NXT. And then also, well, I'm skipping ahead here. We take a look at Mansoor winning the Battle Royal at Super Showdown to win in his home country. And like I said on the Super Showdown review, it was good for him. Now, obviously, they had to do this because, you know, the company is having a deal with the Saudi government. So, you got to have somebody that's in Saudi Arabia to be in the matchup and have them win it. So, and I've been saying this about Mansoor for the past, like, month and a half. Mansoor looks like he has that Mustafa Ali look in him. I want to see more of Mansoor. Now, I don't want to piss anybody off here, but I got to speak my opinion on this. Do I think Mansoor is the type to win the NXT Championship? Maybe. Maybe not. Listen, I can definitely see Mansoor win the North American Championship. I definitely can. Unless if he gets a tag team partner and wins the NXT Tag Team Championships. I don't mind that whatsoever. But Mansoor winning the NXT Championship, I don't know. I don't know. And like I said before, you don't have to be NXT champion to go to the main roster. You don't have to. Just look at Ricochet. Just look at Lars Sullivan. The list goes on and on. So there you go. Finally, guys, main event here of NXT. Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong going up against Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan. These are two of my favorite teams in NXT. Also with the Street Profits as well. Love the Street Profits as well. Love them. This match, the beginning of this matchup was so hard-hitting. You can literally just feel the tension of this fucking match. Am I going to complain about a Undisputed Era versus Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan matchup? No. How many times have we seen that match? A whole bunch of times. Every single time we see it, it gets better and better and better. I will never complain about an NXT tag team match that we've seen many times before. Oh, but Chris, there's certain matches you like in the main roster. There's a difference between NXT and the main roster. Big difference. Big difference between NXT and the main roster. It's a big difference there. Big difference. But this match was great. Great for what it was in the main event. Match was fantastic. Love it. Listen, I said this in the beginning of this video. The chemistry between those four men alone. It tells itself. It speaks for itself. Literally, no joke. I'm speaking shit on my ass here. The chemistry between Lorcan, Burch, Strong, and O'Reilly. It's like they know each other from the back of their hand. That's how good those four men are, especially in a match like this. Now, you want to see the best match those four men have ever produced? Go back to NXT TakeOver Chicago last year for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Fantastic matchup. That was back then when Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan were the Cinderella Tag Team. And I predicted them to win the NXT Tag Team Championship at that TakeOver last year in Chicago. That was one of the greatest tag team matchups I have ever seen. This match was great in the main event. This match was great. Kyle with a forearm and Burch fires back. Burch with a forearm and Kyle with a rebound clothesline. Kyle O'Reilly did the same thing that Dean Ambrose did. When he gets hit, he goes to the ropes, he ducks, and he does that rebound thing, and he comes back and he hits a clothesline. Honestly, I don't want to start shit, but I think that was a little shot towards Jon Moxley. Just a little shot. Not a big shot. Just a little bit. Unless if Kyle O'Reilly has done that his entire career, then I'll let it slide. Strong with a chop and Kyle with a brain buster. Lorcan pushes Strong onto Kyle to break up the cover. All four men get back on their feet and they square off. They go back and forth with forearms. This was fucking brutal. I'm telling you, I do not want to take a fucking uppercut from either Danny Burch or Oney Lorcan. I don't want to take a knee strike from Kyle O'Reilly, and I sure don't want to take a fucking knee to the face from fucking Roderick Strong. My God. Devastating moves. Jesus Christ. They go back and forth with forearms. Lorcan has a kick blocked and Strong with a knee. Kyle and Strong with forearms and knees to Burch. All of a sudden, Jackson Ryker makes his way to the ring and he has to be held back, but Ryker chokeslams security. Nice job, security. Nice job. Making people like me look bad. Jesus Christ. Burch pushes Kyle onto Strong, but Burch with a roll up on Kyle for the 3 count. Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch win. After the match, Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly have words for Ryker, as Robbie Brookside has words for Ryker. And there you go. And now from there, the NXT show goes off the air. I can't put my finger on this one. What does this win for Burch and Lorcan do for them? Does this ensure them for a NXT Tag Team Championship match at TakeOver Toronto? Listen, you can put the Street Profits against Lorcan and Burch. 5-star classic. You can put the Street Profits against Strong and O'Reilly. 5-star classic. You can put any tag team in NXT to go up against the Street Profits. My God. Expect a 5-star classic. Now, I'm going to make a prediction here going towards TakeOver Toronto in August. SummerSlam weekend. I am booking the Street Profits to defend the NXT Tag Team titles against Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. And then we get a #1 contenders match between the Forgotten Sons and Undisputed Era's Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong. Now, if you want to take it a step further and you really want to book this match to a complete different level, you can book a tables match. You can book a ladder match. Or something along those lines. I would be okay with a Forgotten Son versus Undisputed Era, even though they're freaking 2 heel tag teams, but still, they're still 2 heel tag teams. I don't mind it. Oh, but Chris, you're booking 2 babyfaces in a tag team match against 2 heels in a tag team match. Like I said, this is my prediction. Now, I can be wrong. I'm not afraid of being wrong. I'm not afraid of it. But that's how I'm booking TakeOver. You can book the Street Profits against Lorcan and Burch for the NXT Tag Team titles. And you can book the Forgotten Sons against Undisputed Era in a #1 contenders tables match. That's how I'm booking TakeOver so far. And you can rest assured, NXT TakeOver Toronto is going to be 10 times as better at SummerSlam. Especially with the news that I have that I'm going to read out to you guys tomorrow. And I'm going to warn you guys right now. The news that I have here, yes, is a speculation, but it's all over the news. let's just say what I'm about to read to you guys tomorrow for episode 31 of the reality podcast would either make you throw up or make you cancel your Netflix subscription if this thing exact happens. Just saying. Just saying. And then from there, NXT went off the air as a show goes off the air. This show at NXT was a good show. Was it better than Raw and SmackDown this week? You're damn right. You're damn right. But I ain't getting the fuck up out of here. I'm going to watch the rest of Game 7 between the Blues and the Bruins for the Stanley Cup Trophy. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go watch hockey, then probably watch NXT TakeOver again. And then from there, I don't know, probably play some Fortnite. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for watching NXT Review. If you guys enjoyed NXT Review, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below what you guys thought of NXT. And if you guys are sports fans or wrestling fans, you guys are gonna want to hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, guys, for notifications. As I am 9 subscribers away from 100 subs here on the channel. Raw Review live on the channel right now. Episode 30 of the Reality Podcast live on the channel right now. And Super Showdown Review and results on the channel as well. All these 3 videos will be in the annotation that you see on the upper right hand corner of your screen. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you are connecting with your boy Chris on social media. Twitter, Chris from Lorcan, and Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. And if you guys are enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, guys, for all notifications. I will see you guys tomorrow for episode 31 of the Reality Podcast. I will give you guys all 4 episodes, episode 31, 32, 33, and 34 of the podcast here on the channel all weekend long. Now, if you guys know, there is no Throwback Thursday tomorrow. I repeat, there is no Throwback Thursday tomorrow. So, just a warning for you guys there. Now, I'm sorry that I haven't been giving you guys Throwback Thursday, but whenever there's news, I gotta give it to you guys here on the channel and on the podcast as well. I gotta give you guys all the news. Keep you guys the update on certain stuff. But thank you guys so much for watching NXT Review. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I gained about 3 subscribers this past weekend. So if you guys are new to the channel, I appreciate you hitting that subscribe button down below and keep up to date with daily content here on the channel. So I will see you guys tomorrow for episode 31 of the Reality Podcast. Remember, guys, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share the video all over social media. I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 31 of the Reality Podcast. So, till then, talk to you guys later.